Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are here to review some of the changes present on the public update preview for the new season of Age of Empires 4. Thank you very much for watching, I wish you are having a great day, and let's get into it. Before we start, just remember that these changes are not fixed, they are not guaranteed, either the general changes or the sieve and balance gameplay changes that we are covering on another video here on the channel as well. These things are not fixed. The developers want the players feedback, and then they will also change and balance things out. But let's take a look at it. If you haven't watched yet the video talking about the civilization changes, it's here, it's very interesting. We have a lot of changes and very interesting concepts, so check it out. So we start with new features, new game mode Empire Wars. So I already wrote about this, and I think this is completely unnecessary. I think it's a bad game mode in my perspective. It might be fun, right? But I think it's a game mode that is what Age of Empires 4 and RTSs in general are not, right? Because it's a new Empire Wars is a new quick-to-action game mode. Players start their game with an ongoing empire, ready to dive into combat or advance to the next age. Available in custom and skirmish games, the player starts with a variety of buildings alongside a distribution of working villagers, which creates a foothold on the map for players to expand from. Villagers will already be busy working farms, chopping trees and mining gold and stone. Empire Wars has the same win conditions as standard game mode and is available on all maps. No starting town is the same. Will your empire prevail? And you like, this is cutting so many things. It's cutting your macro. It's cutting like eco upgrades. That, you know, it's so weird to me. All right. Now I like the fact they are adding a new game mode, but I just don't like this game mode. But if you like it, it's okay. All right. Moving on. Choosing the mode. Oh no, starting conditions. Alright, in Empire's War, the player's economy is balanced around expanding your empire quickly. Each player starts with a distinct town, made up of pre-built buildings that maximize their chosen civilization strengths, as well as villagers and some special units already assigned to different tasks. Choose how you would like to use these resources to quickly gain an advantage. Alright, moving on. Then we have 3 new maps: Golden Heights, Migration and Volcanic Island. So Golden Heights, it's not entirely a new map, it's a reworked map. Opposing factions settle beneath a cliff shimmering in gold and a fertile pond beyond. So it's that map. Players are actually very close to each other. They have a cliff in the middle though, and there is a lot of gold and the Secretariat in that cliff, and then there is a pond, and it's just a lot of early spear, Dark Age spear shenanigans in those games. Migration. While initially safe, players must soon migrate to more prosperous lands for both space and resources. I would like to test Migration and Volcanic Island on the PvP, it sounds great. Volcanic Island. With stone scattered around in the shallows, the once fire-breathing mountain has since overgrown with lush vegetation and now awaits to be conquered. Okay, I can imagine what Migration is. I cannot imagine what Volcanic Island is. It just has more stone? Alright. Okay, we have changed to the rank map pool. And on this season, or halfway through this season, they added in mountain clearing, hideout again. And I just thought, bro, that's so weird. Why we're adding these weird maps to a ranked? Because if it's like quick match, I don't care, but it's ranked. People take that seriously. And you are here with these meme maps. But 1v1 ranked map pool, alright? These map pools are active in the PvP and will be active at the start of Season 5, but it's also probably that it's likely that they will change if players don't like it. So we have Dry Arabia Stay, Prairie Stay, and Lipany Stay. I like that. I like these 3 maps. For me are very good. I really like them. I just think like on Lipany is too easy to get away with greedy builds. But it also depends on the spawn, so I'm fine. I really don't like the pit, but I also don't hate it. It's a nice map. It's fine. Marshland. Bro, I hope it's not wetlands. I hated wetlands. Because sometimes they just change the name of the map. I don't know how it's marshlands. Let me see if I can find it right now here on the POP. Marshlands. Map F. Oh, I can't search for a game? I thought we could play online on the POP. Create game. Map. Marshland. Use the stealth forest to hide and ambush your foes, but beware of the dangerous wildlife fleeing near the swamps. So I think it's like a high view with fish. I don't know. We have to see that once I start playing. So Marshland seems okay. I don't know. We have to test it. The New River. I love the New River. I really like the New River, and it has been so long since it was in like any ranked pool. I think it wasn't. I think it was just on the quick match. I'm not sure about it. Then we have Mongolian Heights. Sometimes it's a good map, sometimes it's an awful map. It depends on the sieves and on the playstyle, because the problem with Mongolian Heights is walling the river passages. And it makes the game so stale, so boring. You can always transport ship across, right? But I would keep. It's like the map is not bad, but I would keep it away from the rank map pool, right? Forest Ponds. Forest Ponds is the one that we have right now. No, that's that's the previous one. You have a forest in the middle, and you have the 4 lakes complete, and without those little islands in the back. I think 4 lakes is better. This one is like too much fish and too much wood. And then Continental. Continental was also here. Oh, it's like a big ass island basically. It's a big island. A large land mass surrounded by ocean. Hunting is minimal, but there are plenty of fish in the sea, so it's all about water, but you have a lot of land to cover as well. I like that. Then team ranked map pool, Dry Arabia, Lipany, Hideout, Marshland, Wetlands, French Pass, the New River, Boulder Bay, and Forest Ponds. Bro, I love this new feature, Team Voice Chat. Voice Chat is now available between team members during games. Use a standard headset or microphone setup on your PC to communicate and strategize with your teammates while you play. Voice chat is only available once the match starts. It's not available in lobbies or party windows in the front end. It should. Text chat remains available in all situations. During play you can mute players if needed. Volume settings are accessible from game settings menu. Nice. That's very cool. That's very cool. I really like that change, that new thing. Known issues. Below are some of the known issues that you may encounter, and they were trying to fix it. Crashes and stability. Intermediate crashes on the post-match screen. Oh, that's true. That happened to me sometimes. Occasionally, while on the post-match screen, the game may freeze and crash. We are aware of this issue and do not require any additional reports. Okay, so people... Yeah, because they want people to tell them crashes that they don't know about. Gameplay. Placeholder cubes appear in some campaign missions, I don't care. Mod subscriptions with PUP are not retained on restart. Mods within PUP do not update. UX, UI, Golden Heights is using the French map icon. Okay, and they are aware of that, okay. Performance upgrades, I like these ones. Listen guys, these ones are cool, listen. This build contains a number of visual upgrades and performance-related improvements. This kind of system-based changes, paired with new features, can result in edge case bugs. Please report any crashes by sending in a copy of your warning log before you restart the game. Thank you. Okay guys, do this. If you're playing the PUP and you find any crashes or bugs, go ahead and do this. Significantly improved terrain rendering, and also new ambient conclusion, improved directional light shadows, and improved material specular response, so the game will look better. Keep in mind, for example here on the new ambient occlusion, the new technique has comparable cost as our prior solution, but the other ones might take more from your PC. Alright, keep that in mind. We have built a significantly improved terrain rendering. We have built a brand new terrain rendering system which greatly improves our effective terrain texture resolution. Terrain projection, layering, and lighting are now done per pixel, which solves many of the visual and performance issues of our old terrain approach. The new system has a more consistent per frame cost, which reduces hitching when quickly panning. Oh bro, yeah, I felt that sometimes when quickly panning the camera, and during late game large scale battles there will be less hitching, and that's great. New ambient occlusion. The new ambient occlusion technique results in notably higher detailed indirect shadows. On high and medium settings, we have enabled ambient occlusion on foliage, which adds a lot of shape to forest and shrubs. Improve directional light shadows. Shadows are now higher resolution, better filtered, and more performant. The improvements allow for more shadow detail with less distracting flickering artifacts. Improved material specular response. Metals and other reflective surfaces now appear livelier and more lifelike, so the game will look better. I like it, because the game, we have to admit, the best aspect of Age of Empires 4 is the sound, the music, and aspect, right? Because like pathfinding is, I mean, I'm not saying the game sucks. I'm saying, when I say those are the best elements of the game, is because they are really good. The game looks great, the music is great, and then the gameplay is great as well, but it's not as great as it could be, and people know that. That's why I say the music is as great as it can be. The game looks great as well, and now it's looking better. I'm not saying the game is bad, I'm just saying those two aspects are the best of the game. But I'm not saying that the rest is bad, alright guys? Then, general changes, bugs, and bug fixes. Fixed being able to build stone walls through stone towers. Fixed a rare case when defensive structures would stop firing at visible targets within range. Improved visibility around sacred sites by updating the UI to prevent units being blocked from the player's view, so that symbol will disappear that says sacred site. I want to see that, I want that. Trees no longer block the cursor when garrisoning into buildings behind them. Fixed the bug where straggled trees would sometimes not be removed when buildings were placed on top of them, that's good. Villagers can properly switch weapons to a knife from a crook, that's good as well. As a follow-up fix to the previous health bar settings optimization work, while animal health bars are improved to better reflect players' expectations. Thank you developers. When health bars settings equals always on, hostile while animal health bars stay visible, boar and wolf, non-hostile wild animal health bars stay hidden until damaged or selected like sheep, cattle or deer. Fix an issue where portions of the minimap were not clickable after it's rotated. That's messed up, thank you for fixing that. Production sounds are functioning now in all landmarks, thanks. Ranked season name is now localized, I don't know what that means. Fix an issue where long win condition descriptions on mods will block players from changing win conditions options, and give players the highest ranked achieved and at the end of the season, and not the current rank, because by the end of the ranked season the ranked ladder becomes quite dead, because people that are afraid of losing their rank will stop playing. But if you give them the highest rank achieved, that will stop and the game will always be lively. AI updates, I don't really care about these guys, let's move on. Hotkeys, hotkey improvement. So for some people this is extremely important, so I will read it. Hotkey improvements. Double press hotkey combos are now triggered after the second press of two single press hotkey combos presses using the same key. Previously, the double press would in some cases trigger between the triggering of two single presses. This enables certain scenarios where both single press and double press of the same key are bound to commands which modify the selection. Added a new hotkey to cycle through individual landmarks. That's nice. For example, English, they can go Council Hall, White Tower, and Berkshire Palace, and all of those can produce units, right? So it's good to cycle through them. Mouse wheel scroll up and down cannot be used as a key for any other hotkey binding. Nice. Camera zoom in and out cannot be bound to a key instead of or in addition to the mouse wheel. Okay. Just giving more freedom to the players. A bug that prevented key combos assigned to a modifier without any other key from working without a restart of the game has been fixed. When using Alt, Control or Shift as a bound key or as a key combo modifier, the right hand side modifier keys will now work the same as the left hand side ones, with the improvements to fully remappable hotkeys that allow modifiers to be used as bound keys, and in order to allow for future improvements to combo modifiers, the Swap Shift and Alt modifier keys configuration setting has been removed. Bro, that's a lot of hotkeys things. I like it though. Giving people more freedom and making their system work better. Maps. The variation of different trees has increased on some biomes because we have birch, you have oaks, you have elms, you have a lot of trees, and that's cool to see more of them. Archipelago doesn't matter, Black Forest doesn't matter. Prairie. Adjusted the sacred sites on Prairie in an attempt to have them generate more evenly between teams and players. I like that because Prairie will be a part of the ranked pool, right? So I like that. Warring Islands doesn't matter, Waterholes doesn't matter, Wetlands does not matter. Mastery. Some people take masteries really seriously as well. So I'm gonna read this to you guys. Masteries. Fix the location text of the training masteries to include any campaign mission. Changed English mastery gather around to set up 5 simultaneous camps with at least 1 unit gaining benefit from each camp. Fix the bug where Malian Mastery Commune of Wealth could be completed on the Malian Art of War mission. Fix the Malian Mastery Barrage by adding Tower Elephants to list of potential targets. Fix the Malian Mastery Grazing herds, to include the effect of Grand Fulani Corral landmark into the progression of the mastery. Fix the description text of Malian Mastering Healing Around to include any Musafiri units. Reduce difficulty of Mongol Mastery Wolves and Rain. Players can now complete the mastery by defeating 20 units with the Ortho bonus from Outpost rather than a 30. Fix the Ottoman Mastery on the move so that the destroyed keeps do not count for completion. The Rus Mastery Black Powder was changed to Research Chemistry and defeat 30 enemies using Streltsy units. And the Rus Mastery Mount the Attack was changed to Research Boyar's Fortitude and then defeat 30 enemies with cavalry units. UX and UI and menus. Instead of displaying no result for matches going through an arbitration process, we now display the final result in the match history screen when established. Okay, fix an issue where starting units are counted as doubled in the post-game timeline. Oh really? I didn't know about that. Units defeated count in the post-match screen will exclude player deleted units. That's great. That's great. We have updated the frequency at which the UI will calculate resources gained per minute, leading to more accurate values. Thank you. That's great for casting, especially. Standardized language of many technologies to use attack speed instead of reduced reload duration, so it's easier to compare their effects and understand their bonuses provided. Alright. The UI command card tooltip will now properly update the names and stats of new upgrades. For an example, Lancers and Men-at-Arms units will display the correct weapon being used after researching the Kiliji weapon when upgraded, aka the Hone Blades. Oh nice, that's cool. An improvement has been made to the Observable Games browser to make it easier to find the games that you want. Thank you, that's actually very cool. Coat of Arms patterns now fill the entire space of their associated banner. Coat of arms patterns now extend to the length of the banner. Players can now easily view other players' profile directly via the match history tab of the player profile below. Thank you! That's so important because, like, I do castle games here on the channel as well, guys, right? And sometimes I see like GWays playing against this guy. I don't know who that guy is. And I want to click on his profile, but I can't. I have to go and search him. Now I can, right? That's great. Players can no longer leave a party while in the match lobby or while searching for a match. Notifications are now displayed in front of modal menus. Added a new option to control the overall shadow quality of units and buildings. Okay, thanks. Fixed an issue where enemy AI's age up notifications will not always display properly. Alright. Converted the text or in the age up modal to an image to address translation issues. Okay. Fixed a bug that prevented movie titles from displaying when the user has subtitles turned. What? You not Netflix fixed a bug that prevented movie titles from displaying when the user has subtitles turned. Cuts. They're talking about cuts. Bro, I never did the campaign. My bad. I know what they're talking about. Increase the font size of the campaign in-game subtitles. Fixed an issue where background music sometimes was not playing after watching a full campaign video. You can now exit villager sub-building menus by hitting ESC, right-clicking, or hitting a dedicated custom hotkey available under the game tab. Damn, that was a lot of things and a lot of cool things as well. Bro, they're like really getting into what players want. And that's cool. Just give us also the highest rank of the season in the end of the season as well. Now, here we are, guys. To finish the video, major design and balance changes. The balance and gameplay changes is on another video. Go check it out. It's here in the channel. Trade update. Dun, 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 dun. What many players were expecting. Trade has always been a great source of gold in the late game. However, there are a number of civilization bonuses that make trade more effective earlier on. We have updated the formula to streamline the experience and improve overall balance. And like I usually say, you as a player, you are not afraid of Delhi trade, you're not afraid of Chinese or English trade. The problem is Abbasi trade, Maldian trade, Mongol trade, and Ottoman trade. And especially Mongol and Abbasi trade, because they get traders cheaper and faster. Okay? Gold is now given. This is so important, guys. Read this carefully. Gold is now given every time the trader touches a market, instead of at the end of the trip. So, you will effectively be getting gold more often, but less gold each time the trader arrives. This also means there is less need for micromanagement when your trade line is attacked. Simply right-click on a market and they will go back to trading without having to worry about losing the gold being carried. And this also allows for more flexibility. Imagine you have a trader on French Pass carrying 170 gold per minute and you want to do this upgrade that costs 80 gold, but until the trader reaches the market and delivers those 170, you will not be able to get that gold. But because now you receive gold more often, when you want to go for units or upgrades that don't cost much gold, you'll have more gold to do those things. Instead of just receiving big bunches of gold, you'll receive small portions, small trickling in of gold, and I really like that. Also, the set a home market button has been removed and replaced with restart trading, because yeah, you don't need that shenanigans right now. Traders now always remember the last market they were at and calculate income based off that distance. Nice! Restart trading has traders resume their route after being moved or garrisoned. Bro, that's great actually. And I see why they took so much time to make these changes, because it's a lot of changes, and it's a lot of performance changes, calculation changes, formula changes, and that takes more time than just changing the health value of a horseman or changing an upgrade, you know what I'm saying? So trade was changed, it wasn't nerfed, right? The Mongol trade was nerfed, check that on my other video, but trade is still broken, right? But like in the last changes, they also nerfed trade by 10%, and I said at the time, they don't want to fix this right now, they want to fix this slowly, but surely, because with every little step that they take, it's then easier to change direction, instead of taking this big step and then it's like you can change direction, right? So it's very, very good in my opinion. Mod download update for custom lobbies. We made it easier to see the status of modded matches in the lobby by adding indicators on the left side of a player's name. This shows the status in the lobby for mods required, whether they have been blocked, user-generated content, are pending consent to download a missing mod, or if they all require mods. Players can now open a mod's detail page and subscribe to it without leaving the lobby screen. That's great. Additionally, the mod's creator will not be listed while loading into a modded match. That's great as well. Unique options for every civilization. Unique units and technologies are major factors that make civilizations feel different from each other, and that's what we want. Adding excitement and variety. They are infinitely correct. We reviewed the overall enjoyment and effectiveness of every civilization-specific unit and technology for this update, which resulted in a variety of changes, from minor tweaks to full redesigns. Below, you'll find improvements to balance, general, gameplay enhancements, as well as some exciting new tools, and that's for the next video that we have talking about the balance and gameplay specific changes. And that's it for today, guys. I really like these changes. Like I said on the last time they made changes, I said that they seem to be caring more about the players, and it gets in my perspective, these changes confirms it, because it's not like these huge changes, but it's these small detailed changes that basically are about things that only players really care and know about. So they care about what players care, and they know kinda what is in general the player's experience, and they are trying to make that as best as possible. A lot of hotkeys and UX UI changes, a lot of new units, a lot of new technologies, a lot of updates, you know what I'm saying, a lot of new things, and new game mode even. So I'm really enjoying being a part of the Age of Empires 4 community. I'm really enjoying playing the game. I just want like the game to feel a bit more active or exciting, or like, because you can do that, but you are penalized by being active. It's more easier and more rewarding to be defensive, but it also depends on the matchup and the map. And what I really want is to you, when the season ends, to have your highest rank achieved and not your current rank. And that's it, that's all for today, guys. Let me know what you think on the comments down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and also watch the video about the civilization specific changes. Till the next time, as a Cloud Surfer, surfing out. See you soon.